Macmillan Audio presents The Great Money Reset. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Written and read for you by Jill Schlesinger. For Mark, the best executive producer ever, and for the community that we have created. Author's note. I've written The Great Money Reset in hopes of giving anyone contemplating or undertaking a big life or career change the money advice they need to reach their goals. Although the people in this book are real, I've altered some names and identifying details to protect the privacy of those involved. For more discussion of key ideas covered in this book, please visit my website, Jill on Money. Certain stories, discussions, and pieces of advice in this book first appeared there. Introduction. Many of us fantasize about making proactive changes to our lives, whether it's re-examining a long-term relationship, telling a boss to take their job and shove it, finding a new place to live, or simply listening to a quiet, internal voice that says, we must step back and figure out a new path. But relatively few of us turn those fantasies into reality. We get stuck in neutral, unable to break with our existing reality and take meaningful action. One 30-something friend of mine, Melissa, escaped that trap. Since the mid-2000s, she'd lived on her own in New York City, working at large media companies. On a superficial level, she was happy enough. She earned a series of promotions, enjoying increasing amounts of freedom and responsibility, as well as the opportunity to travel, spend time with and learn from important and interesting people, and stay in touch with current events. She also bonded with her colleagues and enjoyed their company both in and outside of the office. Increasingly, however, Melissa wondered about her career and how it fit into her life's larger direction. The demands of her job were intense, often requiring her to work overnight hours and weekends. During one stretch, she had to show up at 1 o'clock in the morning for a period of months to help her team get their work done. Although she navigated the constant fatigue and managed to keep herself relatively healthy and fit, she had little time or energy left over to do what most of us do in our 20s and 30s, hang out with friends, try new hobbies and activities, and get to know who we really are. It felt like work was all she did. Melissa dreamed about stepping off the fast track and doing something else that would allow her more balance and, in particular, the time and space to find a mate, maybe get married, and build a family. But again and again, she put her head down and shunted those dreams aside. Her job paid well, she was good at it, and others perceived it as interesting and glamorous. Even if she wanted to leave, a part of her doubted whether, after so long in her chosen field, she had the skills required to succeed in another career. Melissa might have continued muddling through had the COVID-19 pandemic not shattered her long-standing status quo. As the country went into lockdown, her job, like so many others, became virtual. No longer could Melissa travel or enjoy in-person, stimulating interactions with her colleagues. It was all Zoom, all the time. The pandemic also made her work much more complex, greatly increasing the demands on her time and worsening the stress she felt. When she wrapped up work for the day, she felt utterly exhausted. It was all she could do to turn on Netflix for a few minutes. I found it really hard, Melissa recalled. You've removed the happy things and things you enjoy and get fulfillment out of, and you've added all of this other bullshit. And basically, I got to the point where I was working all the time and I had no life. And I was also so isolated because I was living by myself. I kept thinking, this is not fun. It's not fun. It's not enough for a life. No amount of time binge-watching Ted Lasso could lift her beleaguered spirits.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?